Hello and welcome. I'm Sandra Pollock, and I am really thankful that you've dropped in. Thank you for visiting my channel. I wanted to take a few minutes to just look at our current situation and some of the conversations that I've been having with people over the last few months or so, and particularly this last few weeks with this additional lockdown that we've been experiencing here in the UK. It has been an interesting time for all of us, no doubt. You've heard me say this before. But this week, I wanted us to look at this whole idea of how busy we are and this sense of stressfulness, the sense of feeling a need to keep up with everybody else and to do what everybody else is doing, because if we don't, there's a sense that we may well miss out. And so I've been thinking about that because I'm sure that you've noticed over the last couple of months, I've been a little quieter than usual in terms of, sharing these sessions and information, that sort of thing. And there's a reason for that. And that is because I I'm usually one that never, or I try not to just go with the flow. I like to take my time and reflect on what is the right thing what's the right thing for me, and what is the right thing that's going to help me to keep moving forward in terms of achieving the goals, the objectives that I've set for myself, but also in terms of looking after myself as well. And yes, I have been really busy over this year. And yeah, I would say that probably this is the busiest time I've had over this, since this whole thing started. I say that probably the last 3 to 4 months, it's just ramped up in terms of how busy I have been, and that's great. And I'm grateful for, and I'm thankful to all of my clients who've stayed with me, and I'm also grateful and thankful those clients, new clients that I've taken on over this time. However, going back to this sense of stress and busyness, I'm not sure if you've felt it or sensed it, but everybody seems to be doing so much more, or so it would appear, so much more than they were doing before. And, I've heard people say, oh, you have to be online and you have to be doing videos and you have to be, promoting yourself and all of that sort of stuff. And that is true. You do. But you need to be doing it for the right reasons for you. If you're just doing it because you think if you don't do it, you're going to miss out, and it's not in line with where you want to be going in terms of your career, your business, or your life in general, then you're going to feel an additional sense of stress. Why? Because you're not in line with what it is that you really want to be doing. So I have, even in the midst of being busy over the last 3 months or so, I've also made sure that I've taken time to step back. So if that means that I'm not seen as regularly as I have been, then, that's okay. I have a sense that what is for us cannot be missed only if we choose to think differently. So if you feel that if you don't keep up with the Joneses, that old term, that you will be missing out on business or opportunity, then I can understand that you're thinking that way. And that is a perception that we have. But if you come from it from a perspective of there is enough out there for everybody, and if you come from it with a perspective that even in the midst of there being enough for everybody, but you're needing to keep yourself out there, you know what? The right people will find you. So don't feel that as though you have to go crazy and stress yourself out. Take a step back. Take a step back, especially, in this time we're coming up to the holiday season. Take a step back and reflect on this question. Are you doing what is right for you and what is right for taking you where it is that you want to go? Is it right to helping you achieve your goals, your objectives, whether it's life, business, career, the things that you really want to be doing. Yes, we all want to be successful, we all want to make a profit, and all of those things can and will happen, but only when you are doing what's right for you. We burn ourselves out trying to keep up with everybody else, we're not going to succeed. We burn ourselves out trying to do something just because somebody else is doing it, then that's not going to be in our best interest, and we will feel the stress of that. So, yes, I have been quiet. Or quieter over the last 3 months or so. There's been lots of reasons for that. And one of those has been that I have decided to take some time to reflect. And everything has its highs and its lows, its highs and its lows. That's life. And when we're high, we are gunning for everything that is good. And when those quiet times come, those are just as important as when we are going 100 miles an hour, as I'm usually going. So it is hard. If you're like me, it's hard to step back. It's not always easy. And we do have this guilt and this sense, am I missing out? And am I not serving my people, my clients, those who look to me for help and support? Maybe I'm not serving them, but maybe you can serve them better by ensuring that you look after yourself. Maybe you can serve them better by ensuring that you take rest as often and as much as you need to, so that when you come back, you are refreshed, you are motivated, you're inspired because you've connected with that truth that is yours. You've connected with that wisdom and that light that is yours, and you've connected with the love and the support that is within you, and that you have started this journey to show and to give. And if you can hear a cat meowing, I have two, and one of them has decided that I'm not paying enough attention. So there you go. So think about that. Sometimes we do need to step back and take some time so that we can move forward with more strength, with more clarity, with more inspiration, more motivation, and most of all, more wisdom. But also, when we step back, we can quieten ourselves to hear those new, clear, inspiring messages that our spirit, our heart, our true selves want to share. And we can come up with those innovative, creative ideas that, had we been rushing along, we would have missed, because those things are found in the quiet, not in the noise. So if you want to find your quiet, your true creative self, then don't be afraid to step back in order to step forward. So I really do hope that just hearing that has been something that has meant a lot for you. Maybe that's just what you needed to hear. To give yourself permission to step back. Give yourself permission to, I'm going to pick him up in a moment so you can see him. Give yourself permission to find what is right. And he's going to run away now. I'm moving to try and go and pick him up, but he's gone. Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to quieten yourself, take a rest, use this opportunity coming up, especially the holiday season, to take some time out for you. Rest, relax, and don't let the cat meowing annoy you. He needs my attention. I should go and share that with him in a moment. But in the meantime, remember that life is for you, not against you, and everything you need, including someone to look after you if you're a cat, is there for you. Take care.